This video is sponsored by Wing Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution, featuring the Orion HOTAS current and future configurations. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today's WarGames request is from True Strength North. Canada's gonna announce a winner between the F-35 and the Gripen for its next fighter suit. You should do a simulation of them against each other. Maybe add a few more Gripens for their cheaper cost. We believe that's not actually true. The Gripen C is much cheaper, but the Gripen E/F apparently is going to be the same delivered cost as the F-35. So we're at a very important turning point for Canada's aviation history. They are phasing out their legacy Hornets and they're deciding what to buy next. They have rattled it down to two export multi-role aircraft. The JAS39 Gripen E/F or the F-35A Block 4. The winner will be decided later this year, and first deliveries, I believe, will be planned for 2025. So, which should they buy? We are going to do our own test to try and decide which would be best. We've got some rough just wiki data here that you can see in terms of their rough weights, with and without fueling, their static sea level thrust in pounds, their static sea level thrust 50% fueled power to weight ratio, and their rough costs delivered to Canada, and I will show the source websites in the video description. And welcome to the first test. We are going to do a climb to 40,000 feet. We'll do it at the same time as a race. We'll do it at 45 degrees Simba. Full power. We both have 50% internal gas. We are carrying 4 AIM 120 Charlies each. The Stealth is carrying it in its belly because it can, and I am carrying it on my wing. Hardpoint. Simba, are you ready?
Born ready.
Brakes on and hold. We will go full power and the gate on 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at that thing go! 40,000+ pounds of Rolls Royce power. Unbelievable.
Fat Amy was a track star.
I am not going to stand a chance here. Look at the power of it. Come on, little Gripen! You're completely invisible already, Simba. Oh, dearie me. Well, I was going to say, if we can't...
Stealth mode activated.
I was going to say, if we can't maintain 45 degrees, go to like 30, but we're easily going to maintain, or you're going to maintain 45 degrees. Power difference. And power to weight ratio, you're not massively ahead. You're 1.17, I'm 1.08. So I really wouldn't have expected that much difference. Right, well, you're going to tell me when you're at 40 because I can't keep track of you.
Passing through 25.
I haven't got the power to maintain 45 degrees. I'm going to have to go at lower
30
pitch.
Yep, I gotta come out of the AOA or I'm gonna stall.
Yep. I'm at 40 degrees pitch now. Jeez. I am actually sort of catching you up, Simba.
I had to level out to get airspeed again.
I'm doing the same. Only an F-15 can go straight up. Right, I have caught you up, Simba. And I'm going for 40. My engine's really started rocking now. We are amazingly close to each other, Simba. Say when exactly.
40.
Exactly the same as me! Pixel perfect. I've paused it on 40. What are the friggin' chances? Doing it by GPS, I'm at 40,700. You're at 40,800. Look at that! You're 100 feet. 100 feet better than me. You got a massively better start. So at low speed and low altitude, your engine was literally twice as good. You know, is that realistic? I don't know. That's just how it is in DCS. And then at about 20,000 feet, your engine just stopped performing. And mine just absolutely took off. And then, beggar's belief, first time we've tried this, 40,000 feet at the same millisecond within 100 feet. And you could run that a million times and not get that. That is so weird, Simba. Second test. Air-to-air defence. Here is the fictitious coast of Canada. 150 nautical miles off the coast of Canada are two identical Russian carrier strike groups, which I know is really pretty stupid, but there you go. It consists of a carrier, a Kirov, 2 Slavas, and 3 old Nostroshimys. On board each of the carriers is an air wing of Su-33s, kind of 90s fighter bombers, with all of this good weaponry. They're all set to ace skill level, and they're all set to fly out from the carriers and get to that point there. The point I'm trying to make is everything is perfectly identical, this and this. On the other end are the defenders. Firstly, up north, we have the F-35A. We've got one flight of 4. We've gone full murder plane style with 8 AMRAAM Charlie 5s. Now, the reason we're not using long-range air-to-air missiles is because I've not found any evidence of Canada saying that they're going to be using long-range missiles on these fighters, at least to begin with. The most I've seen is AMRAAM Charlies. So that's why we're going to stick with medium-range missiles today until we get any other evidence. And they can have 2 AIM-9X Block 1s on the sides there. And for the Gripens, exactly the same configuration, same altitude, same speed, which I'll go and double check in a minute. We've got the most they can carry. They've got 2 Hobbs here. They're going for Iris-Ts instead of AIM-9Xs. I think we can actually have AIM-9X. Oh, we can. Why don't we fair it up and give them AIM-9Xs instead? As well as that, they've got 4 medium-range missiles, the same ones, the AMRAAM C5s. Again, the Gripen can carry long-range missiles, but to fair it up with the information we have about the F-35, we'll keep them to the same medium-range missiles. Got a tiny bit of editing to do, but otherwise, that would all be identical. The orders given to both the Gripens and the F-35s will be absolutely identical once I've finished it. And we're going to see how many each of the flights can kill of the Su-33s. Simba, predictions. Do you think the F-35s, which are carrying pretty much twice the amount of missiles and have a lower radar cross-section, are going to do best, or do you think the Gripens are going to do best with a slightly better maneuverability?
It's BVR, so I'm going to go with the F-35. It's just got a more powerful electronic suite.
Yeah, I'd agree with that in every way. Right, stand by as we get it set up. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I finished everything off. Everyone's now got the same speeds, the same altitudes, the same everything. Note, we don't have AWACS on either side here, which doesn't really matter. As long as it's equal for both fights, it doesn't matter whether we have AWACS or not. We've got a waiting time now while we wait for the reds to scramble and the blues to get within range. Let's have a quick look at them. Gripen Supersonic. Nice big Swedish sonic booms there. And the lightnings. Let's see how some of the Sukhois are going. So we should have Sukhois up at equal times. And there they are, absolutely perfectly in time to the second. Just a few more miles in, we've got something interesting here, Simba. The bearing in mind everything's identical, the options we've set for all of the planes are identical. The Gripens have gone to some strange formation. I've not seen. So they've picked up the bad guys on their sensors, and they're doing something. They're actually going backwards, which is weird. It's something to do with the formation that they're going to be working in, I imagine. Whereas the Lightnings are just carrying on in formation. So this is interesting. Let's watch it through.
Gripens look like they're going into a diamond formation almost.
Weird, right? So the Gripens have gone into a big spread diamond. No idea why. Again, they've got the same orders, 36,000 feet, 1,100 knots true, whereas, or ground. Wow, the Lightnings are so different. Same altitude, 36,000 feet, but only 700 knots. So I can't work that in Mach. If anyone knows what that is in Mach. 1121 true. And 36,000 must be their top speed. Whereas these guys, only 700. Really interesting difference. They must just be programmed differently at the end of the day. Okay, let's see who's closer now. Bearing in mind the Sukhois are near as damn it identical as you can see to each other. They will react slightly differently because these guys are reacting, you know, diamond and trail. 70 miles engagement. Now in real life with long range weapons we can engage, but we only have medium range weapons now, so you're going to need to be within probably 40 miles. For a medium range weapon. Distances are actually equal, 70 nautical miles. Nearly equal. The Gripens are slightly closer, and that would make sense. So they had that weird thing at the beginning where they turned around, but now they're going much faster. And the Lightnings are now catching up. We're up to 900 knots. It's about to kick off. Gripens are 50 nautical. And the Sukhois have changed slightly as well from these guys. And the Lightnings are 55 nautical. So, oh, and we've got missiles out. There we go. Amram Charlie is out at 50 nautical miles. I would say Gripens are being more aggressive. 1150 knots to... oh, we're up to 1,000 knots for the Lightnings. No missiles out. Oh, we've got missiles out. Yep. So the missiles came out first from the Gripens due to they're just more... you know, the pilots, for whatever reason, are just more ambitious. Let's follow this missile in. Oh, I need you to... think about it, Simba. I need you to keep count of the amount of kills. If you can try and do that somewhere. Because I don't want to lose the amount of kills. This side gets... the Sukhoi's detected it and he's notching. But you can't really expect to notch at that altitude. Dead. 1 kill. And about to be more. Wow, so much more aggression from the Gripens. I wonder why. Bearing in mind everything's equal, why is that? I always get this. For some reason the Gripens are just programmed to be mega. Something about the Swedish, I imagine. Okay, oh, now this is interesting. I'm going to pause it here, Simba, because there's a massive talking point. At this point, the Gripens are 50 miles from the carrier. The Lightnings are 57 miles. But notice how the Gripens are getting shot by these guys here, the Navy Grumbles, the air defense missiles from the carrier, because they're, you know, high observability. Whereas these are low observability. I'm guessing they're probably not going to get shot at by the Grumbles. I think that'd be really interesting. Also, note how the Sukhois have not shot at the Lightnings. They just can't see them yet. So 18 miles, no shots. Whereas these guys, oh no, I stand corrected. We've got no missiles out from the fighters. It's only, for some reason, the Grumbles. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, Simba. There's the first missile, an ER out from that guy there. Much inferior missiles than these planes are firing. They're an old 90s. These are not comparable fighters. These are 90s fighters against 2021 fighters. Obviously, they're going to get shot down, but that guy, no, dead. I think that's 4 wiped out. Now, these Grumbles, though, are going to be a real thorn in these guys' side. An Archer's out. Look, they managed to get an IR lock on these Lightnings here. Oh, and he's killed him. Even if they're stealth, they can't hide from an Archer, which is an IR-guided missile. Now, that's really interesting. Also, we've got massive problems with Grumbles here. Grumbles are chasing... oh, we've lost a Gripen. We've lost a Gripen. And we've lost a Lightning, though. Not a single Grumble out. The Lightnings are 50 miles away and no Grumbles. So that's stealth working right there. That's another Archer. He's going to get hit. Again, that's an IR-guided missile, and he just didn't fight back against it. Again, if you think the AI are not playing very well, I mean, that may be so, but they're set to maximum skill level and are equal on either side, so there's no bias here. Another Archer. Wow. The stealths are losing. Whereas the Gripens, look at them being smart, dodging around the outside, skirting around the outside. They're just programmed better on the outside of the Grumble range. Look, these Grumbles are being useless at the moment. These guys hiding within the Grumble range. They've got to stand off around this ring here, which is the range of the Grumbles. The blues are on the outside of it, the reds are on the inside of it, and they're just tossing missiles at each other until they run out of missiles. Where the F-35s are just basically kamikaze pilots. Because they're not getting shot by the Grumbles, they're just kamikazing in. Isn't that an interesting thing, how it's worked against them? Even with their superior technology. There's a harbor there, that's name 9X. Got spoofed by the flares. Another hob, M9X. Didn't get spoofed by the flares. He's guns, guns, guns. All 10 missiles. He's used all 10 missiles. And dogfight. No, there's another one. He's got an AMRAAM in there. AMRAAM in the belly. Splash. Wow, he's really taking it back. Still, this war of attrition is happening here between these guys here. Friggin' mega lightning is destroying these SU. Wow, what's this guy doing? Just got through. Okay, this is really interesting so far. Let's let it roll. More Grumbles out, pushing the Gripens back. Missiles, we've got Alamos, radar-guided Alamos, but he's been evaded. Gripen's doing some excellent flying. Not sure what these guys are doing. They're just flirting with each other by the looks of things, yeah. Oh, missile out from this guy from the stealth. Not sure where these three are going. Gripen's still doing their Gripen-y thing. Exchanging missiles. We're getting chased out by Grumbles. It's turning into a great little fight, this is. Still, no SAMs out against this lightning. I think these guys here can't see this guy, and so they've decided not to go for him. I think they're actually going for the Gripens. So they're not really going to play a part because they'll never get there in time, but that's interesting. Okay, the Gripens, I think, are all out of ammo now. They're running, I think they're running home. Yep, no. Still got their AIM-9Xs, but they've got no medium range, and they're being chased out of the SAM ring by Grumbles and by Sukhois. Look. Now that is interesting. This guy here is still dogfighting them. I don't think they can see him. They just can't see him for some reason. I wonder if he's damaged or something. No, I don't think so. I really don't know what he's doing. He's just flying in formation with Sukhois, and Sukhois are not shooting him. And I don't know why. Any idea, Simba?
It's all that weird stealth.
They've all gone, I don't know what. Welcome to DCS. Oh, finally this guy got shot down. And these two Gripens must be going home. Yeah, they're going home. Oh, sweet. They haven't even fired their weapons. Well, that's the best we can do. All we can do is set them to max skill and pit them up against each other. We can't control what actually happens. That guy's going home. They're all going home now. Now, somehow we need to do a kill count, and I'm not sure how we're going to do that. So we need to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Gripens killed 6 for 2 losses. The F-35s killed 5 for 3 losses. A clear victory from the Gripens. You guys are going to have to tell me why, because I just don't know. Welcome back. Now we're going to do some close air support / ground attack. We have, again, equal setups. Gripens on the left this time. Lightnings on the right. The target are an identical set of 10 BTR-80s moving at 15 knots southbound, 30 miles off the nose. We've got a flight of Gripens here, equipped with the vast stock of Canadian GBU-12 laser-guided bomb 500-pounders here. 4 of them they can carry here with a Lightning T-pod there. And we've got 4 jets in the flight. Here, at an equal distance, at an equal altitude, at an equal speed, with an equal orders, are going to be these guys here with 6 GBUs they can carry. GBU-12s again, 2 in the belly, 4 on the pylons, and the inbuilt T-pod thing that they have. I don't know if it's even worth predicting. The amount of bombs isn't going to matter that much. It's all going to be about how quickly you can get your initial bombs on target. Any predictions, Simba?
It should be even match. It's just GBU-12s.
Agreed. Maybe it'll even be absolutely perfectly equal. We shall see. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Unpause. Right. 30 miles out. Let's check out the lightnings. Miles out now, Gripens. Okay, lightnings are turning. Presumably target
Gripens
identified.
have made their turn.
Right, everything's perfectly even Stevens at the moment. Interestingly, at this point, the Gripens are ahead. Look how much tighter they're turning. Radius is a smaller turn. And turn rate, they're turning about twice the turn rate of the Lightnings. I wonder why. I don't think there should be any real reason for that, but okay, interesting. Okay, presumably initial bomb run. Oh, bomb out. Bomb out, yep. So bombs out from Gripens only, not Lightnings. Lightnings are behind.
4 bombs out from the 39s.
Roger. Yep, they can only laze 1 bomb per round.
First bomb out from the 35.
Now, if
Second bomb out.
if you're wondering why we don't use JDAMs or You know, INS GPS guided weapons, they're just not suitable for moving targets. You really need a laser guided bomb for a moving target. Hence why we're using a laser guided bomb. Right, we're going to hit probably the real one here, and boom. Boom, boom. Nice bombing from the Gripens. That is 2 targets down, 3 targets down, and 4th? No, 4th. Must have had a dud. Oh, found a and the 4th. Right, 6 to go. Let's check out the and I've had some problems with these guys. Now, what's happened there? I've had some misses from the F-35s. Now, I wonder why that was. Okay, that's not great bombing from the F-35s. Let's see what happens next. Okay, the Gripens are well ahead now. Let me check their speeds. 490, 499. Interestingly, the Lightnings are going faster, but the Gripens are bombing more efficiently for some reason. Why is that? Bombs away. Bombs away from Gripen, so second lot of bombs away, and the Lightnings are only halfway around their second turn. Can you let me know when the F-35s are bombing again, Simba?
First one out from a 35.
Roger, I'll be over to check in a second. Looks like we've got hits from the Gripens. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, it's probably going to be 4 more kills. Let's go and have a look at the F-35s and see what's going on there. Okay, this looks better. Appear to have a tracking bomb. It's going to hit the rear guy, or is it? Is it going to miss? It's going to miss. Ah, boom! Right, the F-35s are hitting now, which is an improvement. Three, you've got another one? Any more, sir? Here we go. Boom. Very good. F-35s are finally working. And the Gripens are coming in for their lot. 1 Gripen's dead. Where's the 4th Gripen gone? We've lost the Gripen. I would say they would have collided into each other, but no, because that would have taken 2 out. Well, it appears a Gripen went in for guns or something and got shot down, so that's weird and kind of defeats the point, but let's carry on anyway. They might still win. Bombs away.
The Gripen killed himself.
How did he do it? With a bomb?
With a bomb.
He killed himself with his own bomb. Right. How about that? How about that, Simba? Don't buy the Gripen. It blows your own man up. Ah, you couldn't write it. You could not script it, Simba.
They were in just such a hurry to win.
Maybe they wanted to get the Fat Amy's capture up. Right, that's a bunch more destroyed stuff. Boom! 1 more left from the Gripens. Can they get that last bomb? Oh, here it comes. Look, last bomb. Apart from the guy blowing himself up, that was actually extremely efficient bombing. You know what it's like using these GPUs. They can be a pain in the butt. I'm going to stop the clock now. Okay, Gripen's finish at 10 minutes and 42, including ingress time. Fat Amy. Oh, Fat Amy's next bombs are going out, but ooh, awkward. There's 6 left. So for some reason, the Fat Amy's all missed on their first pass. Some sort of problem with the aircraft. I don't know. No idea. You tell me. Even if they hadn't missed on the first pass, I think they would have lost anyway because they were bombing. They were turning twice as slow. I don't know if you noticed that. Whereas the Gripens could go in, circle around much quicker. One way or another, the Gripens are always going to win that. Weird fight, but yet another win for the Gripen. That's so weird, man. Next, deep airstrike. Which of these aircraft can get through a SAM network most efficiently and go and bomb their targets? The SAM network is a graded identical SAM network over 1950s, 60s SA2, a 1980s, I think, SA11 book, late 80s, early 90s S300 PS suite. Going through them are a flight of Gripens with 2 times GBU-12s that will be bombing, the accompanying T-pod, which will need to lasers for them. We've also got an ECM. Lightnings will have the same GBU-12s, but we'll have them in the bay to keep them nice and stealthy. Ignore these pylons, they'll be removed in-game. We have an inbuilt ECM and we don't need a separate T-pod. Otherwise, equal in terms of mission balance. I reckon the F-35 is going to win because it's obviously got a much smaller radar cross-section than the Gripen, and they've both got ECM electronic warfare. Any predictions otherwise, Simba?
I think the 35 is going to take it. I think the ECM can only hold off so long.
Roger. And off, both aircraft, or both sets of aircraft, will be travelling at 30,000 feet, 500 knots, and going as near as I can get it, an identical path. Favour should be to these guys, because of course they are super stealthy, but we'll have to see how it goes. Entering the first SAM ring already. In fact, for some reason the F-35s are slightly in front. Maybe it was an error by me, but can an SA-2 fire at a stealth aircraft when he's going at 30,000 feet? I'm almost certain no is the answer. As long as he doesn't have any stores on, and he does not have any exterior stores. Can they fire at a Gripen, a 50-60 SAM site? I bet they could. We'll find out. Oh, that's quick. Okay, here we go. We've got a guideline out. That's going to be one dead Gripen. Off burn. Big, powerful missiles. Not very clever missiles, though. That's going to be a hit. But ECM didn't save it from a guideline. I'm surprised about that. No, it did. It missed. It missed. That was the ECM doing that. Jammed it. It's going to fire it again. An old guideline system like this can only fire one missile at a time. Now, the closer the aircraft gets to the site, the less effective the ECM jammer is going to be. So expect a hit soon. Missed again! Look at that, Simba! Wow, ECM's really doing its thing. They might not get hit. 10 miles, well, maybe. We'll see. Okay, it's pretty much fared up. The F-35s are here. Look. Cannot see those F-35s. 8 miles, pretty much over the top. Guideline is not firing at the moment. Maybe because we're right above it, Guideline might have a problem tracking it up. We've got an old fan song radar there that's going to have a look. Oh, look, it's tilted up. I think that's as high as it can look up. Maybe. That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Oh, no, look at that. I was wrong. Up goes a Guideline. Oh. Yep. 50 SAMs versus ECM, modern ECM. No chance. Wow, that was impressive either way. Obviously nothing fired at the stealth. Now, here's the problem. As we go
Another one away.
Oh, really? Wow. As we go further, I was going to say, we've got more and more complex radars. No, self-destructed. We've gone from 50s, 60s radars to 80s radars now, so let's see how this works out. This is going to be interesting. Now, I have set the Gripens to evade enemy fire if needed, so they must have been so confident that their ECMs were going to work, they didn't even bother evading.
Confidence in technology.
Here we go, another guideline, but I don't expect it to do any damage. I've missed. Missed. Oh, got him! Got him! See that, Simba? The ECM's not working from behind. Is the ECM front lobe only? I have no idea. No idea at all. Right, one Gripen down, and we're onto the books. Books have less range, but they're a much more modern, sophisticated missile. Famously shot down the, was it the Dutch airliner MH17, I think? Yeah, already firing. Books
away.
Oh no, it's cancelled. It's cancelled. This ECM must have scratched it. But they are going to be firing soon, so let's get set up and ready. Nasty things these are. There we go. There's a book.
Ooh, 3 launches.
Wow. It's going to support more than one missile at a time, so... Now, how is the ECM going to fare? That's the question.
4 are out.
Wow. They really want them dead. Oh. Oh. Boom.
2 more out.
2 more out. Okay, finally the Gripens are finally taking evasive action. Look. This one's failed, I think. Or has it? Oh, man. He's evading, but he's not going to evade her enough. Boom! All Gripens down. Absolutely wiped out. I'm surprised they did so far. The ECM did get them over the SA-2. And these guys, I'm pretty sure, are going to keep going forever and just not get intercepted. It's kind of as we predicted, and one benefit of 5th gen. And for our final test, fuel endurance, we have 2 aircraft here that are fully fueled but have no stalls on, just to keep it simple and fair. We're going to run them at exactly 37,000 feet, which seems optimal for both, at 300 knots. And we're going to see at which point they run out of fuel. What distance have we travelled? Maximum fuel endurance. I won't bother recording this because it's going to be very boring, but we'll report back with the answer. So, for the final conclusions, we have the Gripen E/F versus F-35A Block 4. Climb to altitude. They were almost identical. F-35 won by, I think, 100 or 200 feet. Air-to-air defense against a carrier strike group. The Gripen won. It killed 1 more plane and lost 2 less planes. How quickly can you destroy 10 ground vehicles? The Gripen won by loads, although it did blow one of its own planes up, which was a bit weird. Deep air strike, survivability against SAMs, the F-35 won easily. Fuel endurance, I've got the figures here, with maximum internal fuel, no bags, and no stores to keep it as simple as possible. The Gripen can do an actual 776 nautical miles at the specified altitude and speed. The F-35 could do 1,268 miles, about 40% more. Now again, you could argue that you could hang bags on this aircraft, but clean, slick, stealthy as possible, the F-35 wins in fuel endurance, which gives it a total of 3-2. Therefore, the F-35 wins overall. I don't know what to say. We just do the tests. You guys can talk about it and say about how realistic it was and stuff like that. But Simba, any comments from you?
I think the 35's a better platform in general because it's a true 5th gen with designed for future expansion within that 5th gen realm, whereas the Gripen is more of a 4.5 gen. It's got a lot of technology in it, but it lacks the stealthiness, and its small airframe size will limit its future expandability as technology keeps growing. They're both good platforms. It's a matter of what you're trying to do. But as far as mass production, number of countries that are going to be flying it, the interchangeability of parts, I would say the 35 is a better plane.
Well, officially, GR say that Mr. Trudeau, you go out and buy your 88 F-35A Block 4s. I hope that was fun, and I'll see you later.